Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know who I am Raven, also known as Beauty Maven Raven, and I make videos on lifestyle, dating, makeup, fashion, and all types of girly stuff. You also might know me as MrsCiaraRae. As you guys know from my past two videos, I have recently rebranded myself and I have retired my MrsCiaraRae jersey and I have became Beauty Maven Raven. So you guys still might know me as MrsCiaraRae. It's fine. I'm still the same person. I just associate myself now as Beauty Maven Raven. Also, today's video is going to be a Rae Talk video where we talk about as well as some dating advice going into my 30s. As always, before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you are subscribed to my channel, as well as the bell so you never miss any of my uploads that I upload on YouTube. And if you really love Rae Talks and you're glad that they're back, be sure to hit that like button. That lets me know that you guys love Rae Talk videos and that you want to see more on my channel. So this video is honestly to help myself, but if I can help myself and still help you, that's a great thing too. Because girl, we in this dating thing together. Alright guys, so let's talk dating. I'm going to describe a couple of my situationships that I've been involved in because you guys know I'm an open book. I don't mind being transparent and sharing things with you guys. So I've been in a situation where I've had a one-night stand. I've been in a situation where I put myself in a relationship that I knew I shouldn't have been in. And I've been in a situationship that was extremely short-term but has taught me so much. And when I say short-term, I mean like almost 2 months. Your girl didn't know what she was doing. She was only 26. She thought she was in love. Why? I don't know. But it is what it is. I learned from it. The good thing about me is that when I am involved in situations, I really honestly try to see the good in every single situation that I'm involved in, and I honestly try to take the lesson from everything. If I don't see it right away, I know eventually I'll figure it out and understand the lesson behind it. I can learn from it so I don't make the same exact mistakes, you know? And I've been in a relationship, like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Again, that was short term, but I was 25, 26 at that time. To this day, I don't regret any of my situationships. I was living my life. I was doing my thing. Okay, I had my little phase. I had my phase. I did have it. And I think every girl should have that phase in their life where they want to get it and get it in. Okay, I think if you have been there, girl, put some hands in the comment section below. Let me know that you've been there too, because I know I ain't the only one that's been there. Just a FYI, there's going to be a lot of in this video because, you know, it took me a long time to perfect my and I was dedicated to getting my out in the world. Like, for real, your girl was doing on the way to sleep, on the way to work. Like, I wasn't playing. Game strong. Now I want to tap into like my perspective that I have right now as I'm dating. And you guys know I'm 29 years old. I'm going to be 30 in October. Lord Jesus, what happened? So here are some things that I have observed myself doing, and I applaud myself for doing them because they really have made a significant difference in the way that I choose to date and who I choose to date. The first thing that I want to bring up is date outside of your type and throw away your type. But girl, if you have a type, let your type go. I know that I have a type. I like guys with beards, kind of like medium dark skin, gotta have a good job, built like a football player, strong, be able to pick my big ass up, you know, just that whole kind of look like a bad boy on the outside but good boy on the inside. And let me tell you something, those were the exact type of guys that I was dating, and every single one of those guys did not end up being good for me. Now, I'm not saying that your knight in shining armor is probably not your type, because potentially he could be, but in the meantime, if you're still single, broaden your horizon. Let's just say, because I've always said this, let's just say that you told yourself that you would never date a guy that was the same exact height as you or shorter. I've been there, okay? Listen, I feel like majority of women and females do not want to date a guy shorter than them. That's just like, you know, kind of like girl culture. But try dating someone that's the same height as you or dating someone that's shorter than you. Honestly, I'm telling y'all, some of these short dudes is winning, okay? Honestly, like the saying goes, you never know until you try. So give it a spin. Another thing that I have tried a little bit is dating outside of my race. Just because you have a preference on if you want to date Latina if you want to date Latinos, if you only want to date Caucasian men, if you only want to date black men, if you only want to date Asians, that does not mean that you're racist. I actually saw a post on that the other day on Facebook, and I was like, listen, if you have a preference, like for me, I love black men. I mean, like, have you ever just seen a picture of just all black men? I think there's a couple of pictures on Instagram where it ain't nothing but black men, and but have a little fun, especially when you're dating. I think what some people don't understand is that dating is literally the funnest part of it all. When you're dating, you are kind of experimenting. You're seeing what's out there. You're getting familiar with, you know, the type of guys that are in your area. You're understanding what you like, what you want, what you need, what you don't want. It's literally just an experiment. There's no commitment to dating, but also dating is what you make it. If you want to be in a committed dating relationship, by all means, girl, do that. But, you know, I'm just going to say, protect your feelings, protect your heart, and protect yourself. Again, that's another thing that you might be pleasantly surprised with when you date outside your race. Okay, so my third dating tip / advice for dating, whatever you want to call this, is keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Do things differently. Try new things. Be fun. Just have fun with dating. It's just so important to keep an open mind and just don't allow yourself to stay confined in one specific area or whatever. Just allow yourself to just be broad and just let your hair down, live your best life, and just literally have fun. Dating is fun, and it should be fun. Okay, wait, what's the next thing I want to talk about? So yes, be intentional. If you know you're dating looking for your husband, then date and search for your husband. If you know you're dating to have casual sex and then find your next fuck buddy, then you date to have casual sex and to find your next fuck buddy. Dating is honestly what you make it, so it's really important to be intentional. If you know you're looking for a relationship, don't date guys that are only looking for hookups. Like that you're not going to change that man. You can't change a man, okay? Don't try to change a man. You're not going to change a man. Yeah, if you know you're looking for a husband, don't date a guy that's just looking for casual hookups. If you know you are looking for casual hookups, don't date a guy that is just, if you know you're only looking for casual hookups, don't date a guy that's looking to be married. You know what I'm saying? It's just really important to make sure that your intentions line up with whoever you're dating. The moment that I decided to date with like no end goal in mind, I just really wanted to focus on guys that just made me happy, guys that made me feel really soft and feminine, guys that took the lead, guys that allowed me to be the woman and I allowed them to be the man, just guys that really just kind of made me feel a certain type of way. One of the things that really helped me with my new dating perspective is really focusing on how a guy makes me feel. I feel like that is so important. If I'm dating a guy and I feel like I have to go above and beyond just to get his attention and come off as some sort of desperate woman that feels like I need that guy in my life, I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I've put myself in that situation in my past situationships. I'm not going to allow myself to be that girl anymore. If I feel like I'm a burden to a guy, when I reach out to him, I feel like it's a task, or like, you know, he has to like, you know, put me on a certain time clock or a certain agenda just to have a like an hour conversation with me. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really important to honestly just really focus on how a guy makes you feel. If he makes you feel like you're a burden talking to him, being around him, spending time with him, then that is a sign that you just really do not need to be involved in that situation. You might start thinking like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? And I'm not worthy of this. What is it about me that he doesn't like? If there's something about you that he doesn't like, girl, that is fine. That's fine. That doesn't mean that you need to change something about yourself to make him notice you. That's what you do not do, okay? Like, no. Which leads me into another thing that I want to talk about, which is, and this topic also leads me to the next topic that I want to talk about, which is allowing the woman to set the standard. In no way, shape, or form should the man be setting the standard in any sort of dating situation. I don't care. That is the job of a woman. It is our responsibility to set the standard. Like, be straight up. Let him know, like, if there's something that he's doing that you don't really agree with, you need to be straight up and cut that shit. You don't have to be rude. It is not you being rude. I think in my past situations, my past situationships, I felt like when I put my foot down, I was being rude, I was being aggressive, I was being like this crazy woman, and I really had to be like, girl, no, that is not you being rude, that is not you being aggressive, that is not you being disrespectful. That is you setting the standard. That is you letting the guy know, hey, this is not gonna fly, you're not gonna talk to me like this, we're not gonna do like this, you're not gonna act this way towards me. Because something my mom and my dad and my sister and my family has always told me is that a man is gonna do what you allow them to do. Always remember that. Point blank, period poo. Which leads me to another topic. Know your worth, girl. Absolutely 100% know your worth. Your worth is not determined by a man. I've been in a situationship like that where I felt like if I didn't have a guy around me, something was wrong with me. Like, my mental on dating was just trash. Understand your worth, know your worth. There are some strong women out here, and let me tell you something. If you're a strong woman, you might intimidate a man. There are some men out there that are intimidated by strong women. That just means that they can't handle you, okay? You don't have to downgrade your strength. You don't have to be less of a stronger woman to basically allow a guy to feel like he can be comfortable in your presence or be comfortable, having you around. Don't ever devalue yourself. Don't ever settle. Don't you ever sell yourself short, girl. Absolutely not. This video is turning into like a PSA, girl. Like, this is like a dating PSA. I am going into my 30s. I just want to be able to make better decisions. And I know all my decisions are not going to be perfect in my 30s with, whom I choose to date and all that. I understand that. But again, it goes back to the first thing that I mentioned, is changing your perspective. Always seeing the good in situations and allowing yourself to learn from your experiences. That is the most important thing. You have to allow yourself to truly learn from your experiences. Another thing that I wanted to bring up, I don't even know what point we're on at this point. I'll put it somewhere in the title. Do not allow the outside in. And what I mean by that, if you are like me and you're 29 years old and you go to family functions and you go to cookouts and everybody got their boo, their husband, whatever, wife, all that stuff, and you show up by yourself, what is the first thing your Aunt Janice is gonna say to you? Baby, where's your man? Where's your kids? When you gonna pop out some babies? I'm getting older. First of all, Aunt Janice, don't allow the outside to affect what is currently in your present. There is no rush. Don't allow yourself to feel pressured or feel rushed. Nothing good comes out of rushing. And my last and final dating tip, things I've learned from my situationships and how I would like to move forward dating wise in my 30s, is to appreciate my singleness. Now, I've been single since 2016, so I've been single for 4 years, and the last 2 years, when I turned 27, I made the decision to become celibate. So I've been celibate for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in November that I've been celibate. And that decision, when I chose to make that decision, it was one of the best decisions that I've done in my life. When I decided to be celibate, I was involved in a situationship at the time where I kind of wasn't really looking for anything. I didn't really want any sort of attachment to him, but we started getting intimate, and once that happened, we started doing it a little bit more. We started hanging out with each other a little bit more. We started going out on dates, and that's when your girl caught the feels. So we were still intimate, having an intimate relationship and stuff like that. And I was talking to one of my really good friends, and she was telling me about her celibacy journey. And for some reason, I don't know what it was, but I felt like there was an instant click in my mind to become celibate and to kind of slow down on having an intimate relationship with the guy that I was dealing with at the time, to really see if that's all he truly wanted from me. And once that stopped, never heard from him. Like, I have not talked to him since I decided to stop having an intimate relationship with him. Basically, from that obviously showed me that that's all he wanted. But it's interesting because when I started dealing with him, that was actually all that I wanted to. But once we started doing it more and started hanging out with each other more and spending more time together, that's when the feelings developed. Once I found out that that's all he really wanted, he wasn't looking for anything more than that, decided that I wanted to be celibate, it really changed my whole dating perspective, and it just put a lot of things into context. You honestly become a stronger woman when you decide to become celibate. I don't care what anybody says. I feel like I am a stronger woman since I have held my celibacy down. And there's so much strength in your vagina, ladies. So to all my ladies out there, continue to love yourself, hold yourself down, hug yourself tight, love on yourself harder than you loved on yourself yesterday, and be the strongest you that you can be. So that is all for today's Rae Talk video. I hope you guys found this video interesting, helpful, relatable, however you want to take it. I hope it's in a positive way. If you guys have any comments, I would absolutely love to hear y'all's perspective on dating, things that have helped you, things that have allowed you to be successful in the dating world. I'd love to have a good-hearted conversation with you down in the comment sections below, so be sure to leave me some love notes. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss any videos, and be sure to hit that bell button. That way you're notified every single time that I upload a new video. So until my next video, I will see you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be sure to stay safe because we are still quarantined, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.